24 Navy SEALs were left to die. Their last hope was the woman they sidelined. The ocean was black glass that night, silent, endless, and cruel. Overhead, the stars shimmered faintly through a haze of smoke rising from the downed transport chopper. 24 Navy SEALs floated in the freezing Pacific, clinging to fragments of debris as their extraction window closed second by second. The radio crackled weakly, static, broken words, fading fast. "Base, this is Team Orion, repeat, chopper down, taking fire." Then silence. At the command outpost, tension thickened like storm clouds. The ops team stared at the blinking red light on the console. The signal was dying. The mission had already gone sideways, but this was disaster. Commander Voss slammed his fist on the table. "We can't risk another bird out there. Not in that storm." Across the room, a single voice cut through the noise. Calm, controlled, female, all go. Heads turned. It was Lieutenant Commander Arya Locke, the one they'd sidelined months ago after a classified op went wrong. They called her reckless, unpredictable. Too emotional for field command, they said. She'd been grounded ever since, forced to sit behind screens and watch others fly missions she could have saved. Voss didn't even look at her. Denied. "You're not flight cleared." Her eyes didn't flinch. "With respect, sir, none of your cleared pilots know the ghost route. I wrote it. I can get there and back blindfolded." The room went dead quiet. The ghost route wasn't just a name, it was a near-suicidal flight path through the mountains and across radar zones known to eat aircraft alive. No one had flown it since Locke, until now. A storm alarm blared. Wind screamed against the hangar doors. One of the junior techs whispered, "Ma'am, if you go out there, you might not make it back." Locke's reply was almost a whisper. "Neither will they." Within minutes, she was in the cockpit of an old stealth-modified Blackhawk, one that had been marked decommissioned. She flipped switches with a calm precision, the kind that comes from too many close calls. Her co-pilot seat was empty. She preferred it that way. "Base, this is Gostock 1, she said, voice steady as thunder rolled in the distance. "Spooling up. Tell those SEALs help's coming." From the tower, Voss's voice came through, softer now. "Locke, Godspeed." The rotors screamed to life, cutting through the rain. As the chopper lifted, lightning lit her face, calm, determined, haunted. Far below, the 24 SEALs drifted in the open sea, bodies battered, breath shallow. One of them, blood running down his temple, looked to the dark horizon and whispered, "No one's coming." Then, faintly, over the howl of the wind, came a distant rumble. The waves began to tremble. The youngest of them, barely 20, blinked in disbelief. Rain hammered against the Blackhawk's windshield like bullets, lightning slashing across the night sky in blinding arcs. Arya Locke gripped the cyclic with both hands, knuckles white, the helicopter shuddering under the storm's fury. Her instruments were half fried, navigation, useless, radar, flickering. Only the dim glow of the ocean below reminded her she was still flying and not already part of it. "Gostock 1, do you copy?" Crackled the comms, distorted through static. Locke smirked grimly. "Still airborne, command, but if I go silent, tell them I aimed for the light." "Understood. God help you out there." She killed the channel and focused on the horizon. Somewhere beyond the black curtain of rain were 24 brothers in arms who'd been written off as collateral damage. She had read their files, Orion team, legends in the making. And now they were floating, freezing, and waiting for a rescue no one dared attempt. No one but her. Lightning illuminated the sea for a heartbeat, then she saw it. A flare, faint, red. "There you are," she whispered, banking hard left. The helicopter tilted violently, alarms screaming. The altimeter spun as she dropped dangerously low, just above the churning waves. Salt spray blasted through the side vents, soaking her flight suit. Below, the SEALs were nearly invisible, tiny shadows clinging to life rafts, their faces ghostly under flashes of light. The team leader, Master Chief Riker, could barely lift his arm to signal. His lips moved, forming one name. Locke. He'd served with her once. He knew that sound in the sky, the low, defiant growl of a bird that shouldn't be flying in this weather. Arya fought the controls as a downdraft slammed her sideways. The chopper lurched. Warning lights flared red, hydraulics critical. She ignored them. "Hang on, boys," she muttered. "Gostock's here." She hit the floodlights. A brilliant beam sliced through the storm, catching the desperate figures below. The SEALs waved frantically, one firing a flare gun. The red trail arced across the sky like a signal to heaven. Locke hovered as low as she dared, the rotors sending waves crashing outward. She grabbed the rope controls and activated the auto winch. Base, I have visual contact with all 24. Beginning extraction. Static. Then, copy that. Extraction window closing in 8 minutes. Then we'd better move fast. The first 2 SEALs were hauled up, coughing, drenched, eyes wide with disbelief. The third saluted her through tears before collapsing on the deck. Each rescue made the Blackhawk heavier, slower. The engines strained. By the time the 20th man was aboard, lightning struck the sea less than 50 meters away. The shockwave tossed the bird sideways. Locke slammed a hand against the console, forcing the throttle. Not yet, she hissed. We're not dying tonight. The last 4 SEALs clung to the rope, water pouring off their bodies. Arya held the hover steady with sheer willpower. When the final man cleared the door, she exhaled shakily. All souls aboard. Then her radar beeped. 3 fast-moving contacts inbound. Not storm debris. Drones. Hostile. Her jaw tightened. Looks like someone doesn't want them rescued. And with that, Arya Locke, the woman they sidelined, pushed the throttles forward and vanished into the storm once more. To be continued in Scene 3, the Ghost fights back. Would you like me to continue Scene 3 next, the midair fight and escape?